Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and handsome prince. He was ready to marry, but he didn't want just anyone. He wanted a true princess, someone with honesty, gentleness, and a heart that shone brighter than gold. The prince traveled across mountains, rivers, and distant lands, meeting many princesses. Some were beautiful, some were clever, and some were proud, but he always felt something was missing. How will I ever know who is a true princess? He wondered sadly. One evening, dark clouds gathered above the castle. Rain poured down in heavy sheets. Thunder rumbled, and lightning lit up the sky. Suddenly, there was a knock at the castle gate. When the guards opened it, they saw a young woman standing there, soaked from head to toe. Her hair was messy, her clothes were muddy, but her eyes sparkled with kindness. She softly said, "I am a princess from a faraway land, and the storm swept me here. May I please have shelter for the night?" The prince felt a flicker of hope, but the queen was not convinced. The queen, wise and clever, decided to test if the young woman was truly a princess. She whispered to the maids to prepare a bed with 20 soft mattresses stacked high, and on top of them, 20 fluffy feather beds. But beneath all of them, she secretly placed a single, tiny green pea. If she is a true princess, the queen said to herself, her skin will be so delicate that she will feel even the smallest thing, no matter how deep it is hidden. The young woman climbed up the tall bed, smiling politely even though it was so high she needed a little ladder. But when she lay down, she felt something hard beneath her back. She turned to one side, then the other, tossed and turned, but the discomfort never went away. All night long she struggled to sleep. She yawned, rubbed her tired eyes, and sighed. "Oh, why is this bed so uncomfortable?" Still, she said nothing rude or unkind, even though she was weary and sore. At breakfast the next morning, the queen asked kindly, "My dear, how did you sleep?" The girl smiled softly and said, "I am grateful for your kindness, but I hardly slept a wink. Something hard pressed through all the beds and made it impossible to rest." The queen's eyes lit up with surprise and joy. Only a real princess could feel a peace through 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds, she declared. The prince's heart leapt with happiness. He knew his search was finally over. The prince and the princess soon fell deeply in love. Their wedding was celebrated with grand feasts, music, and laughter throughout the kingdom. People came from near and far to rejoice in their happiness. The pea was carefully placed in a glass case in the royal museum, where it remained as proof of the true princess's sensitivity. And so, the prince had found not only a true princess but also a true partner, one who was gentle, kind, and filled with honesty. The story reminds us, true identity and kindness cannot be hidden. It always reveals itself.